I tried to beat the URA finale, but this time I'm letting my Umas get hit with as many negative conditions as they can get, and I try to complete their career goals without curing a single one. I even discovered that there's actually a hidden negative condition that's exclusive to one Uma, that I'll show later in this video. So imagine this, you get hit with a migraine, you have insomnia, and your skin is dry because you've been racing too much. But instead of going to the hospital like a normal person, you're gonna race tomorrow. That will decide if you're the next champion or if you're gonna be glue by next month. Yeah, I definitely deserve to go to hell for this. So, with that out of the way, I picked my first Uma and instantly started overworking her, just like any horrible trainer would. Okay, so I think we should just play normally until Kikuka show, because Kikuka show is pretty hard. And then after that, we can just ruin her mental health, basically. So I wanted to test my abilities and see if I can even clear URA finale with only one negative condition. So I went in blind and didn't do too much research on my first attempt. I picked Agnes Tachyon because I knew from training her she has an event that will give her the slow metabolism negative condition, without knowing much about what it actually does. Subtle foreshadowing. 2 more races until I can absolutely destroy Agnes Tachyon. I keep getting this event, dude.
Holy shit, that's a big super creep.
Alright, this is where the fun begins. I think I can afford to like get as many negative effects right now. Right. Okay, sure. Okay, there is no way I am going 99%. There is no way I am going to succeed in this. So please give me the practice pour. Okay, there we go. There surely now we'll get practice pour? No? Really? Okay, practice pour surely? Okay, there we go. Okay, now I think after this, all I need to do is just do a bunch of races and have as many negative effects that I can. Oh, this is my last race. Oh, I think I messed up. I'll have to rethink this because this I barely got any negative conditions. What this run eventually taught me was getting a negative condition was actually way harder when you're actually trying to get one. I know, it sucks. These conditions always just show up in the worst times when you're doing a normal run. But no, when you're actually trying to get one, suddenly your Uma becomes Brian Johnson. Anyway, turns out having only one negative condition, with it being practice pour in this run, was piss easy, and I didn't have any difficulties clearing URA finale with Agnes Tachyon. Going into my second run, I realized that I can't risk doing recreation, because if I do recreation, I might get the shrine event, which cures my negative condition. So basically, the only way to raise my Uma's mood is resting when there's summer training, and or if Kita-san Black was feeling nice that day. Oh, and also I changed to Bakushin because it turns out she also has that slow metabolism event, and since Bakushin is like way easier to train, I'm using her now. Anyway, my strategy for this one was trying to get practice pour as fast as possible, ideally in junior make debut. And since it didn't really do much, I thought I could afford getting it very early on. So later, I tried my best at getting the skin outbreak condition, which you can get from racing 3 or more times in a row. And after racing like 5 to 6 times in a row, God bless Bakushin's soul, I finally got the skin outbreak condition, which lowers my mood like, I don't know, like once in a while. But it turns out 2 conditions still was very easy, and I won URA finale with like my first attempt getting 2. So I realized this challenge was not that much of a challenge. So next, I'm gonna do 3 or more and see if I can finally make my Umamusume break. Wow, I sound like Satan himself. So this time, I actually did some research, and what I found out was slow metabolism literally stops your speed from growing, and so I gave up on slow metabolism because it would make it too hard. And also, most importantly, it also cures itself if you train, so like by technicality, my run would end since I cured the condition. So I focused my efforts on getting the sleep-related conditions like migraine and night owl. And of course, the classic Umamusume experience, it's very random. I tried to sleep like 5 turns in a row and still didn't get it. What? So after not getting like the 6th time in a row, I focused on getting the 2 other conditions first. And my god, did I feel terrible doing this one. Because to get skin outbreak again, I had to race 12 times in a row. And after finally getting the condition, for some reason, the game thinks I'm a master trainer, which cured my condition right after finally getting it.
Wow.
So that run ended super early and I had to start from the beginning. There we go, alright. Night Owl, yes! Okay, that's 2. Luckily, this run didn't go too bad, with me getting Night Owl pretty early on. So all I had to do was do the same thing and not accidentally cure my horse again. So I got practice 4 just like usual, and of course, the next thing is trying to get Skin Outbreak. And this time, Bakushin had to race 14 consecutive times until she got it. Oh, thank God. That's 3! Let's go! That was the hardest part. Finally, you can rest. At this point, the 3 goddesses themselves could strike Bakushin down and she would probably just laugh it off. Although I will never get her poor and tired voice out of my head after doing this. Honestly, after doing this so many times, winning with negative conditions isn't too hard. The actual hard part is getting the negative condition. And if you think about it in a normal playthrough, it's actually pretty good. So don't give up too soon if you get 1 or 2 negative conditions when you play, okay? Unless you're preparing for a champ meet, in which case just throw that horse out the window. Okay, yeah, even then we still win, baby. So in the end, I won, with Bakushin having 3 negative conditions and having an awful mood her entire career. Yeah, I'm never doing this again, I promise. But wait, I also learned that Super Freak has a unique condition that she can get only in her career playthrough. And it's called... Under the Weather? Yeah, for a unique condition, I thought it would be something cooler, but no, it's just Under the Weather. Anyway, here's me trying to get that. Oh, okay, there we go, Under the Weather. So it is guaranteed. What? Wait, it's auto-cured? What the fuck?